Hello, girls, guys, or otherwise. This is Rich. Yeah, just a little jelly action right there. Um, Hold just 1 second because somebody is not leaving my lap without her chicken. Um, Come on. Okay, I'll give you two little pieces there. Okay, stay over there. Okay, so welcome to Witchy Wednesday. We are looking at the solar plexus chakra, as you can see up here. Um, I'm gonna run through this fairly quickly. Um, so yeah, let me get my life together here real quick. I wanted to get a shot while I actually had jelly in my arms, because yeah, it doesn't happen that often. Um, so it's been a while since we've been on Witchy Wednesday. Let me go ahead and while I'm trying to get my life together here, go through a couple of the particulars. Let's see. If you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Sorry for touching my face a whole lot here. I have jelly fur all over me now. Um, Hit that subscribe button if you have not subscribed yet. Um, you get to, you know, keep up with the videos that I make on here and whatnot. I'm trying to get my brain rolling here. Um, Hit that like button if you do like these videos. It helps appease the algorithmic gods of YouTube. All hail the algorithmic gods of YouTube. And let's see, if you have comments or questions, go ahead and leave them in the bottom, in the comment section below in my pants. Like I said, we are talking about the solar plexus chakra today. This is part 3 of our chakra series. And let's go ahead and get started. As you can see by the things that I already have up on the screen here, the solar plexus chakra has, or it is denoted by this symbol here, and is located right above your belly button, below your diaphragm, or at your diaphragm. That little area, the gut. This is the one that I consider the gut feeling. Uh, Go ahead and grab your coffee, grab your tea, grab your beverage, whatever it may be. This is Pepsi Mango. Not my favorite. Kind of tastes like Pepsi and Fanta had a child. I'm not too satisfied with it. But hey, if that's your thing, go for it. I'm basically, drink myself through the case that we have, I think 12 pack that we got, and probably never going to buy it again. It's not the greatest. Anyway, so let's see. It's located around the upper belly or the diaphragm area, like I said. So in this section right here, and heaven help me if that is the actual screenshot that it puts up on YouTube. Hopefully not. Sometimes you guys catch me in like weird positions and whatnot, but hopefully that's not the one that YouTube takes. So yeah, it's in the right here under the boob region. That's what I call it because, well, I got man boobs. Um, this chakra governs personality, ego, identity, personal freedom, choice, and authenticity. Uh, this chakra has to do with your motivation, your willpower, your purpose. Let's see, the colors of yellow or gold, as you can see here, are prominent colors associated with this chakra. It is also associated with the element of fire. At this point, I do want to give my medical disclosure. I am not a medical professional. Any thoughts or ideas are not to be taken as medical advice. Please consult a doctor if any of the following are actually physically wrong with you, to rule out any physical ailments that you may have. This is in no way intended to be a medical suggestion. So that is my medical disclosure, and I say this every single time anything medical comes up. I just want you guys to be safe. Anyway, this chakra governs the digestive system and its respective organs. So if you're having issues with that, it might be a solar plexus chakra issue. Um, its jurisdiction is over the gut, emotions that are stored, like the stored emotions. Um, Whenever this chakra is out of balance, you might have gas or digestion issues, like stomach pain. You also might have heartburn, acid reflux, loss of appetite, nausea, or ulcers. Again, seek a medical professional for anything like this if it does concern you. Um, just make sure that you're taking care of yourselves. Emotionally speaking, also, I am not a mental health professional, so do seek out a mental health professional if this is something that is an ongoing issue, especially. Um, Emotionally speaking, it can cause irresponsibility. If this is out of balance, it can cause irresponsibility, victim mentality. So basically, thinking that everything is happening to you, that you are completely out of or not in control of anything. Insecurity, excess need for control can also be an imbalance of this. So if you need to be in control of every single thing, this can be that the chakra is uh, out of balance, or might be a little too opened up and you need to rein it in a little bit. Also, being out of balance, it might cause a feeling of helplessness or inauthenticity. So basically, not being yourself. Um, so, talking about this chakra, that was just the general rundown. Now, let's sit back and talk about this. So, the solar plexus chakra is that gut feeling. This is whenever you have those bad feelings. You just have a gut feeling about something. That's where it comes from. Um, if you have a bad feeling or you're overly stressed out or something like that, if you're not being yourself, or you're feeling really insecure, you're going to feel it a lot in that region. That's uh, Again, ulcers can be caused by an immense amount of stress. um, Whenever the pandemic first started, I was stressed out beyond belief, and I thought maybe I had an ulcer and whatnot. Turns out, depending on the individual, you can have an ulcer and you can actually, your body will end up healing it. It's not something that you necessarily need to um, have medically checked out. But I would suggest, if you have concerns, to seek medical professionals. I think it was an ulcer that started, but yeah, I think it's since gone away. Um, and a lot of that has to do with me, like, regaining my own power over the situation and whatnot. A lot of it was financial and having to do with my business and whatnot. Not knowing, like, the constant not knowing what's going on and what's going to happen, and how much of my money is going to go into this business that I can't open during a pandemic and whatnot. And unfortunately, we had to close that business down because of the pandemic and the financial strain and whatnot that it took. And a lot of that just sat right in that gut area, that solar plexus area, which is where it was all felt. Those of you who constantly have anxiety, like myself, will also know this feeling well. So, yeah, anything that really has that feeling of, oh my gosh, it's like somebody just stabbed me in the gut, that guttural feeling of loss, either loss of control or loss of um, uh, a loss of security, I guess, which to me would be, loss of control as well. Um, so yeah, a lot of it, I did have the feelings of the victim mentality. Why is this happening to me? Why am I being targeted in this way? And, some of that comes with the anxiety issues that I do have. And I'm going to be completely upfront and open about that. Um, and also the feeling of helplessness, not knowing where help could be found, or if there was any help out there for somebody in my situation. And like I said, a lot of this went away whenever I took control of little things that I could. One of the things I did was I set up my witchy room, something that for years had not been completely possible. And I kind of took it upon myself to, you know what? I'm going to get this room done. I'm going to get it set up the way I want to. And keep in mind, there are still things that are not completely set up the way I want it. I've actually been thinking lately about switching the desk around more, to be over in that corner where uh, the guitar and all that is. If you didn't see my Witchy Room tour, I do have that uploaded. It's about a year ago now that I did that. But I'm thinking about switching up where my desk is in the Witchy Room, and having a little bit more room here for actual ritual and workings and whatnot. But having the control over one room and the way that the room is laid out and the way that I can do things in this room without any outside judgment or anybody coming into my space, having my own little niche area, really helped me out a lot. Then I took that one step further and I organized the garage, and I got that set up for eBay and whatnot. I, got things cleaned up around the house and whatnot. It was my little way of taking control of situations that I actually had control over. So that really helps with the solar plexus is, taking control where you can. And then also living your authentic self. Now, I am not out of the broom closet to a lot of people. That is not a situation that I think would necessarily lend to a healthy outcome of talking to somebody. Now, if somebody were to approach me about my religious views or my spiritual views, I would slowly tread the water and see if like how they responded. If you get the, oh well, you read her, that's horrible, that's devil work. If I get a reaction like that, then it's like, okay, you're not willing to be open to hearing what I have to say. So we're kind of done having that conversation. If I know the individual is an evangelical, then I know that they're probably not willing to hear what I have to say on religion or on my spiritual reality. So, but otherwise, being authentic to who you are, at very least in your own little area, your own little niche of the world, you can be your authentic self. My partner likes to occasionally dress in drag, and he will, he will do his fingernails and all that, and he'll paint his fingernails. And because he's not going out because there's a freaking pandemic going on, um, he'll paint a fingernail and he'll try a different design or something like that. And it's his way of being authentic to himself. If that's your thing, not my thing, but if that is your thing, go for it. He tried to put makeup on me. It turned out terrible, because I was a very reluctant person to have makeup on me. Um, but yeah, it's not for everybody. But if you like it and that's what you like to do, totally support it. Go do it. Um, and that's part of being authentic to who you are. Me, I like being comfortable. I don't have comfy pants on. I've talked about them in the past. But that's one thing that I do to be comfortable and authentic to who I am. Being a little laid back and relaxed, especially after a long day of work. Um, and I've even kind of adjusted the way that I talk with people. And by that I mean, whenever I'm at work, if I'm on the phone with somebody, I'll be like, you know, thank you for calling my storage unit facility. This is Rich. How may I help you? And they'll start talking, and I'll be like, oh, hey, how's it going? How you doing? Is everything okay? And this and that, and haven't heard from you in a while. You know, something like that. Getting out of my shell so it's not, thank you for calling the storage unit facility. This is Rich. How may I help you today? And then being overly professional to somebody who just wants freaking storage units. Um, Having that personal touch, that personality that, you know, after, they start breaking down a little bit, with their own guards and letting me talk to them as a human being, they are more receptive to listening and we have a conversation. It might not just be about storage, which is what I'm selling to them, or what they're trying to buy from me. It might not just be about that. It might be about, oh my gosh, I have a house full of stuff, and I'll be like, you know what? I've been there, but I love moving because when you open a box, it's like Christmas, and you get to, find things that you didn't remember that you had and whatnot. And I work in those little stories, those little, those little pieces of myself that reveal a little bit more of my personality. It's more authentic than me saying, well, that must be difficult. Let me help you with that. That is overly professional, and that's not me. I need to be a little bit more authentic to help the customer. And most of the time, I will tell them exactly what they need and not want them to get into a situation where they're paying for empty space. Because, you know what? If they're happy, I'm happy. And that's what I'm there to do, is to make them happy. So, anyway, yeah, it's about being authentic to yourself and being authentic to the other people around you. And that really helps, keep that solar plexus chakra, that little ball, that little like yellowish ball of sunshine in you. It keeps you a little bit happy. It keeps you a little bit more upbeat, and it just keeps you comfortable. Um, a couple things that you might want to do if you find that this solar plexus chakra is out of balance is, for one, like I said, being authentic to yourself. Um, Taking control over the things that you can control, such as your own little niche of the world. This is my little tiny witchy room, and this is my place. Whenever I come in here, Jelly comes in here too. She's over here laying down. Um, Sometimes Karen, the other cat, sometimes that little kitty comes in here, and sometimes I let her in here because she can be a little bit too curious, and she starts getting into things that she should not be. Those types of situations, in my witchy room, it's my area, and having that control. Anyway, so like I said, taking control of what you can take control of. Not excessively, not being obsessive about something, but just carving out your little niche of the world. Now, some people, they might only have a bedroom that they share with somebody, and that's fine. Do you have a closet of your own? If you do, carve out that little niche. I know from the Psychic Teachers podcast, which I do suggest you listen to. They have also done whole episodes, hour-long episodes on the chakra systems, and they are fantastic. But the one host on there, she said for the longest time, because she had, or she still has, 3 kids, and she was married at the time, and whenever she needed a place to herself, she went in the closet and literally just set up a little meditation spot in the closet. So she would go in her closet, sit down, and meditate. Now, I don't know how big the closet was, but, have a spot in your house that is just yours. It can be a seat in your own living room with a little end table that has just things that make you happy. I talked before about this little guy. I love this little guy. I will start bringing him up in every situation that I can. Have a bright and shiny good day. I love this. This brings me absolute joy. And yeah, he is just fun. If I were to have just a desk in my entire house that was just mine, he would probably be on it. Him, probably, several different types of crystals, or my bowl of crystals or whatnot. Maybe a little candle or something. You know, having something like that, even on a nightstand or a little end table next to a chair that you always occupy, or that's solely known as being your spot. Come on, be Sheldon a little bit. Have your spot. And, having that one place to call your own and carving that out and owning that space is something that can help with this. Also, let's see, being authentic to yourself. That's another way of, getting this chakra in balance and helping to heal any of those issues that you might be having that might just be sitting in your solar plexus area. Let's get on to some scents that might help you. Cedarwood, rosemary, bergamot, and chamomile. Good scents to have around at any time. Bergamot can be used for a ton of different incense. Chamomile I don't really use as much, but wonderful in a tea. Can help you kind of feel relaxed and get you into that zone. Rosemary. A lot of people swear by rosemary. It's not really my scent as much. I do use it from time to time. Matter of fact, I have some here that I used with the study incense. Cedarwood, to me, that just ends up smelling a lot like a hamster cage, which you can buy it cheap as hamster bedding and whatnot. You can get it very cheap, some cedarwood shavings, if that's the scent that you like, which it's not a terrible scent, but for me, it's not the scent that I would run to. But if that is a scent that you like, that you enjoy, then go for it. Get a little thing of like hamster bedding and just, have that sit next to your space and sit there and smell it. Have at it. At least as long as if you are comfortable in that space, focusing on what you can control and how you can be your most authentic self. If that's what gets you there, go on it. Another thing that can help is dressing in empowering clothes. Now, I don't usually dress up that much. Very rarely do I ever dress up, in, a formal type of fashion. I don't wear a suit and tie to go to work. This is literally what I wore to work, was a t-shirt. Turns out the facility that I work at did not have, or has not provided me with a company shirt. And if they did, I would wear it, but I wear jeans and a t-shirt to work. Sometimes, sweaters, depending on the weather and whatnot. I try to make it as presentable as possible, nothing controversial. And that's comfortable to me. Now, if you are not feeling as empowered, maybe, find a piece of clothing that really accentuates something that makes you feel empowered. Maybe it's something that, accents a certain part of your body that you are happy with. Maybe it's looser fitting clothes, so if you aren't comfortable with a certain thing, you don't have to deal with it. For me, if I could wear sweatpants to work, I probably would, just because that's the most comfortable. But we're keeping it professional. If I really wanted to step into my power, maybe I might wear like a suit, a really nice suit. I have a three-piece suit that I love. I've had it for years. But wearing a suit with a tie and really getting dressed to the nines to go out and whatnot, you know, something empowering. Now, if you were working on this chakra specifically, maybe wearing something of the color yellow or like a goldish orange tone might help with that. But what I want to drive home is something that makes you feel empowered, that makes you feel in control of yourself and of the area around you, immediately around you. Power clothes. Sometimes that works for people. Wearing certain scents like the bergamot, the rosemary, or something like that. Maybe getting an oil or something like that. Or just find a perfume that you really like, or a cologne that you really, really like. I have a few that I really, really like, and I don't wear them that often because they have been discontinued. One is Prospect by Avon, and the other is Black Suede, also by Avon. I love these. They are musky scents, and I love the musky scents. And then here's another one is, trying out a different hairstyle. Now, if you guys have been with me for a while, you will remember that I used to dye my hair blonde whenever I was down in Florida. And I kind of love going blonde. It was fun. It was different. It was something that I kind of, stepped into and used as my power. And, I would be completely upfront with people. They're like, well, that's not your real hair color. And I'd say, yeah, I know. I don't care. I do dye my hair, and I like it, and I think it looks good. So there. And yeah, I totally stepped into my own power, my own way of accentuating my own looks. Whenever I lived in Kansas, I used to shave my head. Um, yeah, whenever I moved to New Jersey, I stopped doing that, and I would go get regular haircuts, and it's a lot like this. When I went to Korea, I tried something different. Um, yeah, I I've tried something different with my hair every single time that I've moved, basically. Um, and whenever I went to Florida, I really changed it up by dyeing it. That's the first time I've ever dyed my hair. But really, finding a hairstyle that really speaks to you, that you really want to try out, and it's okay if it doesn't quite work out. Hair grows back. If you cut it too short, or you're wearing it all funny one day and it's not working for you, try something different. And if you cut it too short, don't worry, it will grow back. Um, some affirmations that we can use is, I am enough. I have purpose. I know who I am. I live my truth. I am confident. I am strong. I am powerful. Using these power phrases, these I am statements that really, um, kind of hit home with you, draws power to that solar plexus area. And it really helps, get you to that point where, you know what, maybe you aren't feeling confident, but saying that you're confident in everything, eventually your body will realize, you know what, we are confident. It's kind of that fake it till you make it, and it does happen. It does work. And if you don't believe me, go ahead and try. And if you try it enough, and if you say it to yourself enough, it does eventually work. Um, so these are some affirmations that you can use in meditation and whatnot, or just as a daily affirmation, maybe on your way to work, or you're fixing up your makeup, or doing your hair in the mirror in the morning. And these are phrases that you can say to yourself. Like I said, it is associated with gold and yellow, so basically any gold or yellowish stones will work for you. Let's see here. Let's see what I got. I have Tiger's Eye. Now that's a yellowish brownish one. Let me see if I can get some light on that for you guys. So that's actually golden Tiger's Eye. So that is on my chakra wand. A lot of times in chakra sets, you're going to see a citrine. So this is actually a really like cloudy citrine. Let me see if I can get that fully in the... That's not really going to focus well, is it? I have other pieces of citrine too. But yeah. Let's turn that back off. Yeah, I have a lot of pieces of citrine over in here. Hold on. This is actually a better piece of citrine right there. Let's see if I can turn that on so you can see it a little bit better. And maybe not the best view. But yeah, you guys get the point. Citrine is a wonderful, powerful little stone, and I do love it, and I don't use it nearly enough. Keeping a little bit in your wallet is fantastic. So citrine, tiger's eye. Let's see, those ones will help. Let's see what else. Sunstone would be a good one. I don't think I have any sunstone immediately available. I think I do have some over there, but I'm not sure, and I'd have to go digging around to find one. But sunstone would be a great one to have because, you know, this solar plexus chakra, I call it your little ball of sunshine. Whenever it's open and, you know, you're just, you know, so comfortable and confident and everything, it's like a little ball of sunshine. So, you know, having something that like a citrine that represents that little ball of sunshine, and just sitting with that and meditating it with it and letting it just do its work, and just focusing on that area, you know, between your diaphragm and your upper belly above the navel area, focusing on that area and just, you know, reciting these affirmations of I am confident, I am powerful. You know, saying that one is extremely powerful in and of itself. I am powerful, especially for those witchy people out there. So that's what I have for the solar plexus chakra. This lasted a little bit longer than I thought it was going to. I thought it was going to be like a 10-15 minute thing, and then I started rambling. So good thing that I made some notes to kind of keep me on track. And yeah, that's all that I have for this Witchy Wednesday. Join me on, join me on Thursday for Table Talk Thursday. Join me on Saturday for the Inner Temple of Witchcraft, Chapter 16. And join me on Sunday for Christo-Paganism Sunday, where we are going through more witchcraft in the Bible and whatnot. And then join me on next Tuesday for the Knight of Swords. So, yeah, don't know really what's going to be the Table Talk topic this Thursday. I have not looked at these yet. So, yeah, join me tomorrow for that. That should be fun. Let me hold it the right way up. So, yeah, join me for that, because it's going to be kind of fun. Because we've gotten to the point where I have not looked at the topics ahead of time at all. And I'm going to just do my authentic self whenever I pull the card of the day. So yeah, join me tomorrow for that. And until next time, may you have love, hugs, and ladybugs. Bye-bye.